Welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm showcasing a Mama Elephant card using a few different stamp sets I recently bought. I've already stamped and die cut these images from Bookworm. I'm not going to show you all of them because the coloring is pretty much the same principle. I start with the darkest color and then work my way to the lightest color. The colors that I use for the images that I do show in the video, you can see on the cap that I place on my glass media mat. And now onto my second stamp set. I used the little agenda spaceship stamps for this one, and I'm going to show you how I colored all of these images. I've kept the little circle that the die cuts out of this spaceship because I want to place it back behind. That way it looks like the little dog is actually inside of the spaceship. I wanted to create thought bubbles, and in order to do so I needed a few small circles to indicate the thought was popping out of their heads. I used the little circles from Cloud9, but I decided that they were too big to use on both of them. So what I did is I used 2 different size hole punches and got some smaller circles, and I made them a little bluish gray with the new Speckled Egg Distress Oxide ink. The front panel of my card was already finished, but I'm going to show you how I did the inking on the background panel. I used speckled egg around the entire piece and then darkened up the edges with some peacock feathers. And on the bubbles I wanted to make the sky a little darker because it's a space scene, so I used chipped sapphire to make the more darker blue color. And these 3 work really well together. On the front panel I also used the new Lawn Fawn brick stencil. I used whatever ink was left on my brush from the peacock feathers to make the bricks. That way they blend in really nicely without being too dark or overpowering. What you see me do now is build up my background for my space scene. First I bring in my peacock feathers and then I go back to my speckled egg to make them blend together. And when I'm satisfied with that, I'm going in with my chipped sapphire and also going back and forth until I'm happy with how everything is blended together. I am using my liquid stardust mixed with water to splatter some drops on the background, and I'm lifting all of the color up with my paper towel. Now it's time to assemble my card. I'm going to use glue dots to lift up some of the images, and I will also use some foam squares to lift up the panel. I decided not to do an ink background, but some glittery paper in a minty blue color. And for the card base, I used peacock cardstock from Fawn. Here you get a sneak peek of my first attempt for this card, but I wasn't happy with the colors I used, so I decided to turn it around and start over. I'm making a little mark with my pencil as to where I need to fold my card base, and before I make the fold I erase my pencil because it's easier that way than to do it afterwards. A little something I learned after gluing this glitter cardstock on my panel was that I should have put glue on each of the scallops, because you'll see later that there's a little bit of room between the panel and the card base. I had to go back in with the glue to fix it, but if you put glue on the scallops before you glue it to your card base, that would save a lot of time and effort. I used some glossy accents on their helmets and on the little window from the spaceship to give it a real glassy look. I forgot to put on some white gel pen accents, so I quickly did it before I finished this card. And my card is finished. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. I hope you have a nice day and I will see you soon. Bye!